So you've got cash, but you cannot exchange it. That's a big problem in Thailand. Let's talk about it. Alright, this problem is happening a lot with tourists in Thailand, especially when they want to exchange cash. Now before I start talking about the problem, let me tell you where to exchange money in Thailand. Usually these rates differ from one exchange shop to another, even if these shops are next to each other. I mean, check this out. In Asok area, one of the busiest touristic areas in Bangkok, you have lots of exchange shops. Here at the BTS station, you have a money exchange service. Just 100 meters away, you have another one inside Terminal 21. And once you go down to the main road, you have lots of money exchange services, all in a walking distance, but with different rates. For example, this one 35.40 for 1 USD. Just at the mall 34.90, yes, again for 1 USD. And the ones at the main road ranges from 35 to 35.30. All different rates. So the first mission is to find the best rate. Well, that's not too hard because some of the exchange companies are known for their best rates, like the Super Rich, where you can find lots of branches, starting from the airport, located at the base floor behind the public transportation, and in the city, almost in all famous public transportation stations, and of course along the malls and markets. You can realize that Super Rich is giving the best rate, although there are better rates available in the city we'll mention you later. But check this out. A long queue to wait, waste of time, till you get your turn. That's not the only thing. You have to show your original passport. Yes, if you don't have your passport, then they will not exchange money for you. Now these things can be solved. Wait for a long time and carry your passport. But what are the real problems? Now let's talk about the real problem. As I said at the beginning of this vlog, you have cash, alright, you have your passport, perfect, but you cannot exchange. Why? Listen to this case. So last week I was meeting some of my subscribers and one of them told me he wants to exchange 1000 USD. Perfect. So he went to exchange shop and guess what? He went to Super Rich to get the best rates. He gave his passport, phone number and the 1000 USD. After 1 minute, they said they can exchange only the 700 and they gave him back the 300. Now he said, why is that? Is there a limit or something? They said no. This is your $300, we cannot exchange it, so what's the problem? Now the first major problem is the signed notes. If your money notes are signed or written anything on them, even a small stamp, then most probably they will give it back to you. Yes, that's happened a lot with me when I used to visit Thailand. I mean, as a tourist. Now the second problem can be if your money notes are old. If it's old and scratched, teared, all these things can cause the problems. I mean, some shops they go into details, and it's insane, but that's the case. So what you have to do is to check your cash before you jump into the plane and come to Thailand. Clean, not signed, new, not scratched, and so on. So take care of them if you are bringing only cash. Later guys, I will tell you if you have signed ones, where to exchange them. Now another info I would like to give you is about big and small notes. Different rates for them. For example, if they give you 35 Thai baht for $100 note, they will give you less for 50 note and less for 20 and $1. So that's the case. The bigger note, the better rate. You may think, why is that? I don't know. Maybe $100 is better than carrying $5 $20 for them or transferring to the bank. Anyway, Keep that in mind. Okay, now let me tell you some of the best exchange rate places in Bangkok before we jump into ATMs and of course bank exchange services. As we mentioned, Super Rich gives you good rates, but lots of headaches and long queue. So if you are on Sukhumvit, head to Sukhumvit 7 or 5, near BTS Nana station. Enter the street and find these shops. Somehow they are called Dubai Exchange Services and they give good rates. No long queue, no headaches, and guess what? If you have signed notes, of course not all teared or scratched, they could exchange it for you with less rates, but if you are obliged, that's the only way. You can see along the way, guys, that we have exchanged it for 35. Here is 34.50. So if you want to exchange money and get a little bit more, now you know the place. Okay, you might say, why to bring cash? Let's exchange money from ATM cash machines. Yes, that's a good idea and sometimes not. The rates there are not the best. Now, if you are exchanging small amounts, it's okay. But for big amounts, it makes a difference. Another thing, the commission, the bank commission. It's usually calculated on each $100 and so. So you better check that with your bank. Or get the cards that avoid international transaction commissions, or refunds them back to you, as there are some debit cards like these days. Unless you will be paying a lot for nothing. Alright, here is the headache. Many people think that exchanging money in the bank is the best thing. Well, not. First, the rates again are not the best. I usually check my local bank here, and if I want to exchange money, I don't exchange it at the bank. Another thing, guys, last week I was at the bank, I saw a group of tourists want to exchange money. And guess what? Give me your passport, sign here, sign there. This note is good, this note is not good. So, they exchanged just 300 euros, it took 15 minutes, and the rate was not good. So, you want to exchange in the bank? Go for it. My advice to you guys, wherever you are in Thailand, check some shops and compare the rates. A fancy exchange shop doesn't mean the best rates. Keep at least a copy of passport with you. Bring clean notes to avoid problems. Use ATM cash just if needed. Or you have an agreement with your bank on your cards without commissions. And last, not at least, have many options. Cash, cards, and more. So hopefully, guys, this vlog was helpful for you and it will make your life easier in Thailand. Best rates, more cash, and less headache. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe for more from Love Thailand.